Hello again, everybody. Here's a neat little game from 1951 where Freeze has the white pieces and Schroeder the black, and it's a Queen's Gambit accepted. And it goes d4, d5, c4, black takes the pawn on c4, white plays c3, knight to c3, black plays e5, white advances the d-pawn, black plays d6, white plays e4, black plays f5, and now white recaptures the pawn on c4 with the bishop. Black plays the knight to f6, and now the e-pawn is attacked twice, and so black just retreats the bishop back to d3. Black goes ahead and takes off the pawn, and white recaptures with the knight. Now at this point, black goes ahead and castles, and white pins the knight at f6. And at this point, black could go ahead and develop his other knight out to d7, and then maybe move his b-pawn up and then bring the bishop out to b7. But instead, black makes a different move. And if you'd like to pause the video at this point and take a look, I'll wait for you. Okay, well, it turned out that that knight at f6 wasn't pinned after all, because black played knight takes e4. Now at this point, white probably should have thought about what was going on, but I guess he just assumed that black had blundered, and he saw that queen sitting there, and he grabbed it at d8. But now black can start a winning attack. He first plays his bishop to b4 with check, and white could block the check with his queen, but obviously doesn't want to do that, and so he moves his king up to e2. And now black's rook swoops down the f-file, takes the pawn with check. And white now only has one move. He has to move the king forward to e3. And now black just backs his bishop up just back to c5 and checks again. And once again, if you look at the board, white only has one move. He has to keep going forward and take that knight, which he does. And now black brings out his other bishop to f5, check, and once again the king only has one move. He has to keep going forward and take that pawn on e5, which of course he does. And now black finishes the game with knight to d7, checkmate. Pretty interesting how four minor pieces all combine there to checkmate the king after the queen sacrifice. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you next time.